Hey bestie, I'm Kenya and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in for a planner sesh. So bestie, in this video, we will be talking all about how to use the Happy Planner daily layout as a weekly overview page. And you guys, this is one of my favorite ways to use it because it comes in clutch, okay? And I cannot wait to tell you why. So if you want to see me plan it all out and learn how to use this page, stay tuned. Alright besties, so let's get into it. We will be talking about how to use the Happy Planner daily layout as a weekly overview page. However, if you have not checked out part 1 and part 2 of this daily layout series, you got to check those out because those ideas were amazing as well. This, however, is one of the first ways I knew immediately that I would use this page. I wasn't really much of a daily planner when this daily layout came out, even though I thought that daily planning could really be like a thing. It just wasn't cohesive with what I had going on, and I love my weekly view and my weekly planner, but I decided that I could use this page and bring some of that flair to it. So the weekly overview has come in clutch for me. Using this page literally for that purpose has saved me in a lot of ways. You guys, I have a very busy schedule, so sometimes all I have time to do is do a brain dump before I can actually get my planner spread together. And a lot of times, y'all, my planner comes together on Mondays when the week has started. And so whenever I sit down, I will use like one of these daily layout sheets just to go ahead and get, so I can jumpstart like on a Sunday. I can go ahead and have my thoughts out before I can actually use and write in my actual planner. So like I said, it has come in clutch, you guys. And what I know you guys see me using stickers here. This is the mega sticker book. It's the rainbow mega sticker book. It's an older one. And I've just decided to pull in some stickers because I want you guys to really be able to see the layout that I'm like trying to create and like how you can divide this page up for a weekly overview purpose. However, I do want to mention you do not have to use stickers. Oftentimes, this is a pen only process for me, and because I know the sections that I'm going for, I just literally just use pen, but I wanted to make sure you guys could see it clearly on camera. So we're going to use some stickers. And I mean, come on, we love stickers. So in true fashion though, if I do use a sticker, I'm going to at least use a quote sticker, some type of inspiration. I just love putting that on any of my pages because I mean, who doesn't want something positive that they can stare at all week long, okay? To just remind them. And I just thought this one was so fitting. Find balance in every day, okay? So what you see me doing here, I have also added in some checklists just to add a little bit more pop of color and make the page kind of fun. You know, purple's my favorite color, but you totally can leave it the way that it already is. But I just decided to add that in. Now, for the reminder section, you guys, I wanted to create like a cluster format for how I'm going to use this particular section on the page. So my plan is to use the page exactly how it is. And I want to encourage you guys, if you see a way that you want to use this in a different way, obviously you can. You can put all of these different sections and you can kind of mix and match the sections that I'm using. You don't have to put like your schedule where I'm putting my schedule, or you don't have to put your habits where I'm putting my habits, if that's what I'm trying to make sense. But I'm just kind of creating like some little sections here. So for my priority box, you guys, I'm going to keep them as is. And then I created like a little cluster in the remember section. And I did want to wipe that out so it wouldn't be like out of pocket, you know. So I'm going to fill that in with my schedule. And then we, of course, have a big long task list, which I love because, you know, this gives me the opportunity to sit down and just actually brain dump, get all the thoughts out on what I have going on for the week. And of course, you guys, you got to date it. Okay, so I'm going to put the date up at the top, and I just put the full week. So now we're going to work on the priority box. We're going to start there. And so what I like to use this section for is my weekly habits, you guys. And I kind of create like a weekly habit tracker here at the top, and my top 3 priorities. Now you can also use this section for your top 3 goals for the week, or like your top 3 to-dos that you need to do for the week, just like you probably would for a daily page. But I decided to use it for habits because I thought that would kind of make a lot of sense for me, because they are priorities and these are technically goals. And so this is me trying to give myself room to, you know, have action behind the goals that I'm going for. and I want to have some more quiet time, and that's a goal of mine. I want to have some workout time. I'm trying to work out 5 days a week. That might not happen, but if I get 3 in, I'm going to be proud, okay? And so that's a blessing. And then also for self-care, like September is self-care awareness month, you guys, so that's another goal of mine too. So I decided to use these little bullet points, circles, to kind of create like a tracker system. I'm not gonna like label them Monday through Friday. It's just more so I'm trying to get in the amount of times I want to get it done, you know, so either every day or a certain amount of time during the week. So I like that little section. I feel together. I have a place to kind of like check that off. So now we're going to work on the reminder section, this little dot grid section of this layout. And here's where I'm going to put some scheduling items for the week, some things that I know I have going on, as well as like events and important dates and things like that. So I pulled a couple of little birthday stickers because we got some birthdays this week. So first, in this little remember box, I'm going to put my work schedule, okay? Because I know that's all of us, like, you know, we are out here getting it done, okay? We got to go to work and get things done. However, if that does not apply to you and like you don't have like a work schedule that you have to adhere to, whatever your schedule is, I just feel like this is a great format to be able to write it all out so you know what you got going on for the week, and just to put it in this little spot on the page just kind of works. And so I'm putting in the days that I'm going to be going into the office, that I have office things to do. And then it's also the days that I have content stuff to do, you know, this dual entrepreneurship thing, scheduling. Now, I'm not going into detail because I don't want to overcrowd my page, but also this is just literally an overview page to keep me on task. And so I'm not going to put like times or like, you know, the hours or anything. I'm just literally putting the days. Then I'm going to write in that it's my mother-in-law's birthday this week. Happy birthday to her. And it's my nephew's birthday. Happy birthday to him. So I don't want to forget those, so I can be sure to love on them this week. And then also, I have another scheduling thing that I have 2 important like meetings. Outside of my general meetings that I have 2 main things that I don't need to forget. So I have some house church stuff that I want to put in. So I'm making that into a little separate box. Then I have a team meeting that I have that I don't typically have in a week. This is a different kind of meeting. So I wanted to make sure that I put that down. Then I'm going to write in some of the things that I already anticipated for the week as well. And that's going to be like my general meeting schedule or general schedule. And then a birthday party that I have this week as well that I'm doing with one of my friends. And so we're going to write that in, you guys. So I hope that makes sense, you guys. I just kind of use, you cannot mess this up. You can use however you want to kind of lay it out. But the goal is to just really get the schedule out of your head. And I just tried to make it a little bit like neat and cute and give it like a little bit of flair by using the cluster format. But like I said, you can just kind of list it and let the brain dump be that, literally a weekly overview / brain dump. Okay, so now that I got all of, you know, my little events and things out of my head, I got my 3 habits that I'm really trying to focus on with my goals and everything. I want to work on this bottom section and give myself a couple of different spots to write in some bills that I have this week that I need to pay. And so I thought this would be a nice spot for it. I'm going to put it in this first gray area and just write in a couple of bills that I don't need to forget to take care of and check off in my budget planner and check accounts and all of that stuff. All the adulting things, okay? The adulting things. And so I thought this, like I said, was a nice spot for that. But you can use this spot for pretty much anything. Like I was very tempted to use it as a cleaning list as well. However, I'm going to use that, put that somewhere else on the page, because I thought bills kind of need to be a little separate. Now for this bottom area, I needed to remember to pick up a couple of things that I had kind of jotted down that I needed to pick up. So I want to put it in my weekly overview to make sure I go get this stuff, you know, so you don't run out of stock. So I'm going to make a little to buy list for myself, and I'm going to even add some bullet points for that, because I'm already getting into the sticker groove on this page. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add some little arrows for it too, and I'm going to give myself 4 of them because it's 4 main items that I want to, you know, make sure I go get to stock up in the house. And so, like like I'm saying, you guys, like this is just a brain dump that I'm helping myself like get all the things out. And when I say that this layout has come in clutch for this reason, because one, it kind of de-stresses me. I like to do this on Sundays where I'm like prepping for the week, and you'll actually see me later write that down as a task to weekly prep. Not all the time do you have time to like I'm a creative planner, so I like to actually take my time and enjoy the creative process behind my planner spread. And then, like y'all know, my after the pens are a whole nother beast. Like I like to indulge in my after the pens, and so sometimes I want to set aside time for that. But when I need to just get it out of my head, I've been using the daily layout, y'all, for this reason, getting it all out. And y'all, I know that you could possibly just use some filler paper for this too, but the reason why I felt like the daily layout was so on point for me was because it gives me these divided up sections to kind of like give me the little categories to write things in. Okay, so now I'm getting into my weekly task. Okay, the things I know at this point in the week, what I got coming up for the next week that I want to like do and get done and all of that stuff. And so I'm just writing out my weekly task list. And I think this is like clutch too, because it like, one, it de-stresses me like I mentioned before, but also it really helps me evaluate what I can do and what I can't do. And what I mean by that is like based off, I've already got my schedule down, so I can kind of look at what I got going on for the week to see what all I can do, especially like if you're working on projects and stuff. And yeah, I feel like I'm always constantly working on some type of project and everything. So this helps me like eliminate the things that will be too much and not try to overwhelm my week. This has helped me process that a little bit differently. So one, it helps me conquer the week the way I see fit. And then two, it helps me kind of get that like victorious feeling like when I'm checking things off as well. So I love that. Now here's where I'm putting the cleaning list, you guys. I decided since it is a task and these are things I have to do, that it would make more sense to kind of go over here. But you can definitely separate this out. And then I'm going to write in on the last little spot, like some things that I need to do for like the week, at the end of the week. This will kind of be like what I do on Sundays when I'm like prepping for the next week. And I like to do my meal prep. I'm trying to get back into that. And then weekly prep. And then I like to water my plants too, because I feel like Sunday is just a good day to remember that. Now, for this last little section, you could also have put this in one of those gray areas or switched it out for another section as well. But I felt like it would still kind of make sense because of how this week is just going to be. And I'm going to put in like a meal plan and just the things that I know I want to cook throughout the week. And the way this week is designed, you guys, it's only 2 of us. So I don't have to like cook for a bigger size family. So typically, I only have to cook at least 2 to 3 times a week because me and my husband, I mean, thank God we both are okay with doing leftovers and stuff. And then too, it helps us save. So I'm going to put down the 2 meals that I plan to cook this week. Now, I do have one other one that I'm not actually including on this sheet because it's for an event. However, because of the event, I know that I need to like make lists for the events that I'm doing for this week. So like the birthday party and like my Bible study time, we always eat together as well. But as far as my household, then boom, I got my 2 meals, y'all. We're gonna do some hamburger steak and some mashed potatoes and some sweet peas because I'm a Southern girl, and I even want some cornbread. I don't know, that might be a thing. Then I'm gonna make a Italian pasta, and y'all know like pasta dishes, I feel like they stretch, okay? And then if you don't eat it all, you can freeze it, so it just works. So yeah, I feel so successful, okay? Number one, I feel like I kind of got a grasp on what I got going on. I know all the events and things, so I can prepare accordingly. And then I already know what all the things I need to do. And now all I got to do is divide it up into the days, you know, that I need to get it all done. And I'll probably just take my little highlighter. That's what I like to do a lot of the times to check it off. I like to highlight it, highlight the things I've done, and what's not highlighted, then I know I need to do it. And then I'll use a checklist for the habits. So yes, you guys, I absolutely love this way of using the daily layout. I hope this has encouraged you. I hope that you kind of get a grasp on what I mean by using it as a weekly overview and allowing it to just free you from all the things that we might be thinking about that we need to get done in a week. This is a way you can do that, okay? So definitely let me know below if you plan to try this out. I would definitely love to hear from you, bestie. And also be sure to stay tuned for the rest of the series. I got some more ideas up my sleeve. This layout is so functional, you guys. It really truly is. And I want to thank you, bestie, so much for watching. Thank you for being so sweet and so kind. Please like this video and share it with someone that you think it would be useful for. And definitely subscribe. You got to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next uploads that I'm bringing to the channel, bestie. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I love you. Bye.